You can't draw or sketch? Well, good, you don't need to. In this beginner oil painting tutorial, I'll show you a simple trick to perfect house proportion on canvas or panel. No drawing skill required. You also pick up easy oil painting tips for realistic tree foliage and natural looking grass, without overcomplicating a simple brush stroke. Whether you want to paint beautiful landscape, your own home, or give a friend the most meaningful gift they'll ever receive. This step-by-step oil painting for beginners guide makes it effortless, so if you're interested, stick around. Like you saw in the beginning, I was applying cobalt blue on the top and a little bit Payne's grey as well, and from the bottom olive green and sap green in the middle, and blended very lightly, and then we just tap those grass on the panel just bit by bit, and on the top we just tap those little clouds as well with the paper towel, twisted paper towel, and we let it dry now overnight. And like you can see, I got this graphite paper behind the picture of that house, and I just drawing all the details on the panel because the painting is all dry underneath now because it's been a couple of days, so it's safer now to do all this on the panel. You can buy a graphite paper any hobby shop or paper shop, and then you just glue it underneath the printout of your house photo. And like you see, I am using my palette knife to apply the paint on the roof because it's got the very straight lines you can get with your palette knife. It's a good technique to practice. You can use your brush as well, nothing wrong with that, but it's good to practice your palette knife. And I'm also using my favorite angle brush for this purpose as well. And because with the palette knife you get a lot of paint on the panel, and it's just easier to push them around with your little angle brush. Because the painting is very small, I'm just using a ruler. You can have a look my other house painting. I'm using the blue masking tape. You can use them in one way as well, but it's just there's so many ways to do your straight lines, so it is good to practice with your palette knife because it's a good skill to have it as well. With your brush you can get straight lines as well, but I try to mix it up a little bit, which is a good thing to do. And here I'm just adding my base color for the house. It's actually brick house, bit of a brown mixed colors as well. So this is gonna be first layer for the house colors. So we just tweak it a little bit with because it's such a small house, we can just tweak it a little bit on the third layer. So just to get those base colors first, not worrying about the windows yet. We let it dry first, the whole house, and then we gonna add those windows. So we let it dry now. The paint is completely dry next day, and now it's time to do those windows. So this way you don't much it up too much, make mistakes. And if you go over the windows now, you can just wipe it off and correct it. Like you can see, I'm just going over a little bit too much, so I'm just getting a piece of paper and I just wipe it off, which is easy done because the house, this is the third layer with the house, so it's easier to fix things and push the paint around a little bit. Back to my palette knife again, we get those straight lines as well in the shades underneath the roof ceiling. And again, because the house is dry, the painting is dry, you can just easily done with your palette knife, the edge of the palette knife. Just make sure that there is not too much paint, just the edge of the palette knife got a little bit paint, and then you just do those straight line. And if you do make a mistake, then you can just wipe it off again with your clean paper towel. And just add some more color on windows and underneath the roof ceiling. And now we're starting adding up those tree foliage with our crumple up paper towel. And if you're first time in my channel, this is very what I usually use, the crumple up paper towel to do those tree foliage. And what you do is just make sure the paint is nice and flat on your palette, and then you just tap that crumple up paper towel on your palette and then on the panel or canvas, and you get those nice tree foliage. But start with the very light tap first, and then you just add up bit by bit. You get those tree foliage very easily. And here I'm just adding a little bit more color on brick wall, so to make it a little bit more like a brick house. Like you can see, I was adding up the olive green very thickly on that little garden bush, and then I'm just tapping that little tiny crumble up paper towel and just wipe it underneath, and it looks like a little shade. And I just wanted to add a little bit more sap green, and this is what they call it, glazing, very thin layer of the transparent color, and it gives that bit of a more grass atmosphere color. And plus on my trees as well, I'm using sap green just to give it a little bit more green color on trees. Just realizing that maybe I should have put a little bit more red, just a little bit red on my sap green, that it's not so bright green. But anyway, that's what happened. So anyway, let me know what you think. Sometimes green can be a little bit overpowering. Customer wanted all these little details, like you can see underneath the veranda there's two people. It's mom and dad apparently. So I said that it's gonna be very hard to make it very detailing because it is small painting, but I said that I'd do my best. And she wanted that little bird feed plate there on the left hand side, and then she decided that we want to put that driveway as well. At first she didn't want it, but then she said that something is missing. So plus those flowers on the tree, so any little details, plus that frog as well underneath that bird. But anyway, this driveway I just basically just a gray color, and then I just add a little bit more darker colors, and doing with my paper towel as well, get some sort of marks there. And then you take your blue masking tape off, and then I just wipe it, the edge of that driveway, and just adding up some marks on with my paper towel as well, and the angle brush line on your grass line. Just give it a little bit more burnt sienna, which is a great color. It gives that bit of a shade underneath. I have another step-by-step for how to use the masking tape when you're creating the house painting. So if you wanna check it out, I got the video for you. I'll see you there. Thank you for watching. Bye now.